Hey everybody, welcome back to Lemon Branch DIY. Today we are cleaning the rust off of my barbecue grill. How do we do it? Stick around, I'm going to show you how. All right, as you can see, I have got a very well used barbecue grill here. Now, the thing about this grill, it is sitting out in the elements, and we live in Tennessee, so it can be kind of humid at times, and it just takes its toll on this grill. You can see how rusted it is. Well, we're going to clean it up and get it so that we can use this again. So basically, we've got this grill here. It is full of rust. It is full of grime. I'm going to show you the easy way on how to get rid of the rust that accumulates on the grill. Okay, you guys, this is what we are going to use today to clean the grill. We have some vinegar, and I'll explain that here in a minute. And then we have some baking soda, and then we have some avocado oil, which we'll use to reseason everything, and of course a wired brush. The spray bottles are because we are going to put the vinegar in the spray bottle and the baking soda in the spray bottle. So that is our ingredients list for this project. Okay, so we've got our ingredients all laid out here, and the first thing we need to do is we're going to be working with this vinegar. Now, like I said, this is a very concentrated vinegar, and we need to dilute it a little bit. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to just take just a regular spray bottle. Now, I just, if you don't have one of these spray bottles around, they're pretty inexpensive, especially if you just go to like the dollar store or all a dollar, that kind of place. I usually will get you know, like a generic sprayer, and then you can even just dump the stuff out if you don't want to use it. But that's what I use here. And I'm just filling this one half full of water. We're going to do the other part vinegar. Now, normally, if you're using this for cast iron, something like that, it's very, very acidic, and it will start putting, it'll pit basically. It'll create little pits in your cast iron. We don't want to have that. So you got to monitor this a little bit. You got to monitor it, make sure that you don't get that pitting. Well, when we have this much rust to deal with, we are going to do a little bit heavier concentration. So if you don't want the pitting, you don't want any of that, it's usually like a 1:9 ratio. So you do 1 part vinegar to 9 parts water. But since we've got so much rust that we're dealing with, we are going to do half and half. So I'm just going to go half vinegar, half water. I'm just going to pour it right into this, and we'll shake it up. And we're going to use this to put the vinegar right onto the grill. Then, after we've got all that done, we need to remove the vinegar because it's so acidic it will continue to eat away at the metal. We don't want to do that. So then that's when the baking soda is going to come in handy. Now, it's pretty simple. The baking soda recipe is really simple too. This is a 12-ounce spray bottle. You want to do about 1.5 tablespoons of baking soda to 12 ounces of water, and we'll just mix all that up. So after we do the vinegar, we'll do the baking soda. That will remove the acidity, and then we'll just wash everything off, make it nice and clean, and put everything back together. Let's go ahead and mix this stuff together, and we'll start applying it. All right, the first thing we're going to do, we're just going to glove up because I don't want to smell like vinegar all day. So we'll go ahead and get some gloves on, and then we're going to mix this vinegar up. This vinegar comes with this fancy red cap, so you just have to remove the cap, and then we are just going to pour this directly in. Like I said, this is just regular water from the tap. I'm just going to pour half of this in here, and this one's going to be very, very strong so we can attack that rust. I'm going to shake this up. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to add 1.5 tablespoons to just a little bit of this water so we can just kind of stop the acid from attacking. And so this is just 1.5 tablespoons of the baking soda, and I am just going to put that right in. Also, I'm just using one of these little measuring cups so it's easier to get it into the bottle. Get that on, and then I'm going to shake this up really good, and we'll let this just kind of dissolve inside the water here. All right, so now we're back at the grill and we're ready to start getting this thing really nice and clean. One of the things that I do recommend is removing the grates from the grill so we're not just spraying a bunch of the vinegar all over inside the grill and having it drip down and all that kind of stuff. We want to kind of concentrate on the areas that have so much rust. So we're going to remove all the components just off of the top of the grill. We're going to move them off to the side. That's where we can do all the spraying and all the work. So let's go ahead and remove that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to take that vinegar solution and we are going to just spray it all over the top of it. Now, we do want to clean this stuff off because you can see all the grime and stuff still on there from all the food particles, whatever. I'm just going to get this vinegar started first, and then we'll bring in the brush and we'll start brushing it now that we have just a little bit of that vinegar on there. So now we'll grab the brush and we'll just start brushing things just to get all of the debris, the grease, a lot of that stuff is going to start coming out just from spraying that vinegar alone. So we'll just go ahead and get all of the junk out of here, and then I'll show you the next step. But what we want to do is just, you can see how it's already starting to get a lot of that grease out of there. It's already loosening up the grease. Let's flip it over. Well, we'll do this side first. We'll do this other side here. And then we'll flip everything over and do the bottom side too. All right, so we've got it flipped over. I just used my wire brush and I've just been basically scrubbing everything down. Now it's all nice and clean. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some more of this vinegar spray and I'm gonna spray it really, really good all over the top of this. I'm gonna flip it over and do the bottom of it as well. And I'm just gonna let it sit for like 20-30 minutes, and then we'll come back and try and start getting it off. Okay, so I'm just kind of watching this and I'm just letting this go here. I'm spraying it again, and I'm just gonna let it sit here for about 20 minutes. And I don't wanna let it sit here for too long because the acid in the vinegar can start eating up the metal. So what we're gonna do is just let it sit now, and then we'll come and scrub it all off, spray it all off. Okay, so now that we've let it sit here for about 20 minutes, now we've got to stop the acid from attacking the metal. So how we're going to do that is, remember the solution we made with the baking soda and the water, we are just going to spray that all over all of this just to stop it from attacking the metal. We'll spray it off with the hose, then we'll put this on again on both sides of this to try and stop it from hitting the metal, from eating it up and making it pitty. So I'm just gonna take the hose and I'm just gonna spray it off, but you can already see how much is coming off. You can see, oh, look at all that black coming off of it. So I am just gonna let this hose spray things off. So we'll spray this side off again also. And then we'll take a look at it and see if we need to repeat the process, because if it still have a lot of rust and grime on it, we'll just repeat the process until it's all clean. Okay, so it's actually turning out pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with just how it's, with very little scrubbing, that vinegar is really taking off all of the rust. It's taking off all of the extra stuff that I wasn't planning on, is all the grease and the grime. It's getting rid of all of that. So now when I touch this, it is really nice and smooth. Now we've got to get it ready to reseason. We've got to get this completely dry before we start to season it again. Okay, so to speed up the drying process, I'm going to use my leaf blower, and I'm just going to basically dry it really quick. We'll do a turbo dry here. Okay, next I'm just going to take a dry towel and I'm just going to wipe everything off, and then we're going to put them back on the grill and I'm going to show you how to season them. Okay, we've already seen a huge improvement and we've got a lot, like there's no more rust on those, which was the goal today. We got the rust off, and now we've got the added benefit of a lot of the grease and stuff like that is now off. Now the problem is now we need to reseason the grill. So this is a pretty simple process, but the metal has to be dry, right, in order to do it. So I just blew it off. We used a towel to dry it off. Now what we need to do is we're going to actually start the grill and let it run for a little bit and warm these plates up, or the grill up. We need to get it to around 200 to 250 degrees, and then I'm going to show you how to put the oil on. All right, we've got it all fired up. Now what we're going to do is we'll shut the lid. Now my particular grill has a temperature gauge on the outside, so I'm going to wait till this gets up to about 200, between 200 and 250 degrees before I start to apply the oil. Okay, I wanted to show you how this vinegar solution can help degrease all of this mess too. I've got the side burner, and we cook a little bit of oil out here. We do fried chicken, different things like that. You can see what a mess it is. I'm gonna use this, and I'm just gonna spray it in here to start loosening up the grease and the grime, and we'll see how clean this works in here. It should do a pretty good job. All right, I've got the grill exactly at 250 degrees. I am going to show you now how to apply the oil. I'm just gonna take some avocado oil. I'm gonna put it on a paper towel, and I'm gonna just rub it up and down all over the grill. Okay, so I'm just gonna get that on there, and then I'm just gonna rub all of it down with this avocado oil, and I'm gonna be generous with it because I really want it to coat everything and season it really good. I don't know if you can see the sheen now that's on this grill versus what it was before. Yeah, I know that it's got some char marks and things like that from years and years of cooking, but you can see the difference between, that's hasn't been oiled yet, this one has, but we need to get all of this oiled up really good. And like I said, I'm getting everything. I'm just doing the corners, I'm going up and down, and I'm being very generous with the oil. Put some more of this on here. Now it kind of seems counterintuitive because we just got all the oil and grease off, right? But I'm going to show you what we do now once we get all of this coated. And it is hot. You got to be careful because this is at 250 degrees, so be careful. You probably could use some tongs so it doesn't burn you, but I'm just being careful not to touch the grill. But you can see that nice sheen now of oil. Okay, we're gonna shut the lid now, and we're gonna let this stay on high for about 15 to 20 minutes and really bake that oil on and season it good. And we're almost there. All right, so that is how it turned out. I just opened it up. It's been about 10-15 minutes, and it's all seasoned. You can see kind of how it turned out. You will see little spots there from the oil that's on there, but there is no rust, there is no grime. It actually turned out really, really nice. And I wanted to show you just kind of the side burner. That turned out really nice too, just by spraying it down. Obviously, I didn't spend as much time on this as I could have, but you can see how different that is to the before and after of what that vinegar actually does. One thing to remember though is after you're done with the vinegar, make sure you spray it back down with the baking soda so that you can stop that from eating away at any metal. So there you have it. I hope you found this helpful. It was a learning experience for me as well. I've done a lot of different cleaners on these grills in the past, and none of them have seemed to work quite as good as this vinegar. So it's sometimes the most simple things that actually do the best, that have the best outcome. So thank you so much for joining us. If you did like this, make sure you hit that like button. That really, really does help. Every little bit helps. And think about subscribing, because we do all kinds of DIY stuff around here. We are so grateful that you are here and stop by, and leave me a comment. If you have something else that works better for you and your grill, I'd love to hear about it, and so would everybody else. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.